Hello my friends, welcome to your holistic and cyclical approach to business. Today we're talking about a really important topic, and that is, what does holistic business even mean? So for those who don't know me, hi, I'm Leticia. Now let's dive in. So there are three important things to consider when we think about holistic business, and then I'm going to take you through 5 ways you can start to approach your business in this holistic way. So the first thing is that holistic business refers to looking at your life as a whole and how your business slots into that life. The second part of holistic business is looking at your business as a whole and looking at all the different things that affect the way you show up in that business. And then lastly, the third thing is we look at you as a whole and all of the different resources and assets you have to pour into your business. So for me, this is what I am talking about when I talk about holistic business. And now I'm going to talk about 5 ways you can start approaching your business in this holistic way. These are the 5 things that I do for my own business and also that I teach my beautiful clients. So the first is, and if you've been following me, I hope that you guessed I would talk about this. It is looking at our business in a cyclical way, actually looking at ourselves in a cyclical way and the way that we show up for our business. So the reason that a lot of people crash and burn when it comes to anything in life is that we put all of our effort in. It's like when we're running a race, we start off and we go really fast because we're really excited and passionate and want to get to the finish line, but we burn out because we use all of our energy right at the beginning rather than trying to run in a sustainable way that will take us through to the finish line. So the finish line for us as holistic business entrepreneurs is we want a business that is going to stand the test of time. We want a business that is sustainable, that works with us and our energy. And so the only way to do this is to learn how to conserve your energy. And a cyclical approach to business is a beautiful way to do this. So when I talk about cyclical living or a cyclical approach to business, I'm talking about either working with your menstrual cycle if you're experiencing a menstrual cycle, or using a cycle like the moon cycle to help guide you through this beautiful cyclical energy. And the reason that I use these 2 systems is that they're both built to operate over approximately 1 month. Although with the menstrual cycle, it does depend on the individual, but whatever your cycle length is, let's assume that that is the perfect cycle length to take you through all of the different phases of your energy and of the creative cycle. So over a month, if we focus on an important project for that month and then we take it through to completion using the cycle of our energy that already has time for periods of action, times for period of rest, and so on and so forth, it means that we're able to get through a project a lot easier, or a lot more easefully, and also still have energy at the end of it. So I look at my business looking at it through 12 different projects, 12 different months throughout the year, because my menstrual cycle is 28 days. And so this means that over a whole year, I've then had some massive change, massive progress, and I still feel good at the end of it, rather than trying to go all in to get to whatever that annual goal is and then burning myself out. So this to me is a really important piece of approaching your business in this holistic way, and you can totally start working with your cycle. And the reason that I picked this monthly time frame is because I believe it's a really good amount of time to focus on getting a big project done, and it also allows you to have that space for rest and relaxation too, rather than thinking, okay, I've got to wait 3 months or 6 months before I can take some time off. That just won't work. And the female body is such a great example of what we need to create something really huge, because the female body can create a baby. It takes 9 months. We have, and that's a huge project, we have our menstrual cycle as a way to support us and our body being able to hold such a big project. So for me, it makes sense to look at nature. And if you'd love to know more, I have a free journal that takes you into how to work with your menstrual magic. It's at leticiaringe.com/menstrual magic journal, and I'll link it below. Okay, so that brings me to point number 2, and that is to work with both your masculine and feminine energy. Now, if you're working with this cyclical approach to your life, you're naturally going to start shifting between periods of a more masculine yang energy and periods of a more feminine yin energy. And all this means is that when it comes to creating is not just about the doing, right? It's not just about the actual physical creation of your offer, of your business, of whatever it is that you're creating. There is also, and so importantly, the time for receiving the ideas, the time for refining the ideas, the time for sharing the ideas with the world. There are so many more pieces to creativity than the actual initial first draft of the product, or even just creating the product itself. But all of these make up creativity, and all of these are key to our fulfillment. So when we start to work with our masculine and feminine energy that we all have within us, we start to show up with our full creative power and potential. And this also allows us to create in a sustainable way that also feels really fulfilling. So this brings me now to my third tip for you, and this is that when it comes to approaching your business holistically, you've got to look at your business as a whole. So a lot of people think that if they have the strategy for their business, then this is all that they need. It's like, hey, just give me what I need to do, I'll do it, and then it will be done. But if that were the case, then we'd have a lot more people who are feeling really successful in business. There's so much more than the actual doing or the actual strategy, and there's more than one way to do things. And so part of this is, I like to think of our body, mind, and soul. So our body, it's so important to make sure we're using our natural energy in the way that we show up for our business. Secondly, it's important to make sure that we're infusing our soul into our business, and also taking care and recognizing that our business is a separate entity and has its own soul and own purpose separate to ours. And thirdly, recognizing that our mind and managing our mind is extremely important to what ends up happening in our business. So when we are able to look at all of these things in terms of how we show up in our business, we're able to be much better at identifying what needs to change and what doesn't. And so the fourth point here is that it's so important to understand what you want on a day-to-day basis in your life. So what your lifestyle, what your desired lifestyle is, what your desired lifestyle requirements are, so that you can create a business that supports that lifestyle and how you want to live on a day-to-day basis. And then that brings me to our fifth step, and this is to look at your life as a whole from a more bigger picture perspective, and look at how all the different areas of your life and your business work together, and that there is space for you to have and live the life that you desire in each and every one of them. Okay, my friends, so there you have it. There are my 5 ways you can start to approach your business holistically today. And really, it does just start from thinking about your business holistically. So if you'd love to get more support on how to do that, how to work with your masculine and feminine, how to find out what your lifestyle requirements are, how to work with your body, mind, and soul in your business, how to create that big vision, how to work with your cycle, go and check out my website. I'll also link some important pages below below that will be really helpful for you. And also I invite you to my Holistic Business Reset, which is a 5-day free training that I'm currently running. You can go to leticiaringe.com/holistic business reset to register, and that is going to take you through 5 wonderful trainings to support you in approaching your business holistically too. Bye.